Hi, Jacob Bach, your missionary here in Madrid, Spain, with On the Red Box. And I've not been in communication much with you lately, and I just wanted to give you an update on how we're doing during the pandemic and how we're doing in the ministry. Just want to thank you, first of all, for being faithful during these years of supporting our ministry and praying for us. And right now, everybody needs support and prayer. But I thank you so much for not slacking up on your commitments to missions, because it really means a lot to us. It helps us to keep doing what we're doing. And I just wanted to let you know what we're doing as a ministry. As you probably know, our ministry On the Red Box dedicates itself to prayer, evangelism, and training evangelists, or training soul winners. During the pandemic, of course, we had to shut down for about 3 months, but we're back up and running. It looks a little different right now. We don't actually use a red box to proclaim the gospel because we just can't do that on the street now, but we're doing a lot of personal evangelism. We still pray every day in our prayer house, go out to the streets, wear our masks. And it's actually working really good. People are open. We start out our conversations by saying, so how did you deal with the quarantine? And did you think much about death? Did you know anybody that actually suffered from COVID? And then bring up, did you ever feel like you were going to die? And then they just open up, and we have some great conversations about the Lord that way. I've been able to pray with a lot of people on the street. So we're grateful for that. The exciting thing about what we're doing now in our ministry, something that God put on our heart to do. A friend of mine called me from northern Spain, and he said, Jacob, we've got such an amazing thing to share with Spain. It's called the Message of the Cross. We should go to every province of Spain and preach the gospel. And God just implanted that vision within my heart. And so we start next week with the tour of Spain. And the tour of Spain consists of going to every province, that'd be like going to every state, going to every capital city and preaching the gospel in their main squares, having schools of evangelism with the evangelical churches, an evangelistic concert, training with workshops, and just hitting the four corners of Spain with the gospel message. It's probably take us about 3 years, but that's the exciting thing that we're planning right now. We're also going to be doing an evangelistic video from each province, so that's going to be fantastic. We're going to take something cultural from the province, find an illustrated message of it, and then do a professional video so that we can distribute it throughout the entire province, and it's going to be full-on evangelistic for them. So that's what we're doing now. I just printed a book, wrote and published a book is the word I'm looking for, called The Power of the Gospel, and you can get that online or through Amazon. And we're also got some comic books that we're printing, which are really exciting stuff that we can give out on the street and in the churches. So we're not, we've slowed down a little bit, but we're not stopping by any means, and we've got some great plans. And so thank you so much again for your prayers for me during these last couple of years with the loss of my wife, Julie. And thank you so much for continuing to support me and our ministry here at On the Red Box. Appreciate you guys a lot.